You came back.
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo. The cat got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Supplies. Your friend is dead. Don't you care?
I grieved for Keldo before I sent you to find his body. He fought for the Resistance. Died for it. We still need what he promised.
The cat had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
I appreciate it. I do want our people to get along. Help each other.
You proved it. This time at least. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but... Keldo would want me to help. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Resources are scarce for us. If you'll take credits, I'll trade.
It's a start. My inventory's open to you. Anything...
Brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
Thank you. This is unbelievable. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
He's going to be sorry he ever met me.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
First visit to Aya. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Visit me for all your day-to-day needs. It would be wise to speak. I never thought I'd see the Moshlai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renharv. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws. Browse. My goods. You won't walk away empty-handed.
O'Shea insists on meeting with the council immediately.
She's only just returned from a kid.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Pathfinder, I'm Enro Bosan, assistant to the governor. As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Pathfinder, analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing. Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Hello there.
I'm working.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra, biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I have a scanner too. Seems only fair you let me go first.
That's ridiculous.
It's my final offer.
You're bold, Pathfinder. All right, scan me.
Angaran skeletal structure, muscular formation, and organs are optimal for thriving in harsh environments. As previously discovered, they can also generate and discharge bioelectrical energy.
All done. You're interesting.
So are you. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
We got word from Eladin.
Good news?
Well,
Pathfinder, did you make it to Hervarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
Is it normal for someone as young as you to be in charge?
I'm no younger than you. And you're a Pathfinder.
I kinda inherited the job.
So did I. I was apprenticed to the former curator. It was my job to bring him artifacts from other worlds. When he retired, I sort of fell into his position.
Do you miss relic hunting?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece.
Have you always been into history?
Oh yes. When I was young, I would dig up shells and pretend they were ancient armor pieces. I've always had a big imagination. With only 14 siblings, I got lonely sometimes.
14? That's insane.
Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I'll come back when I have some.
Stars guide your track.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad on our laws regarding war.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jal know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Sam, what's this?
A decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes, the slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Getting enough sunlight.
Plenty.
And the oil rig. They've calibrated it.
Stop worrying.
Let's go over
Ryder.
this again, everyone.
Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general. Ephra's letting me record a few of these training sessions. Just a few. But the Angara have some smart tactics. Now I get how they've held out against the Ket.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
They should put Jarvis in every resistance recruitment poster. Did he ever contact you?
Ryder.
That's excellent.
Ryder, I took a look at the plants you sent. Good news, they're edible.
So we can grow them on the Nexus.
Not just these. If the genetic makeup is similar, most of the food on Aya could be edible. But I need to be sure. Get a sample of fruit from the market.
When you have a moment, Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Phoneron.
A Voneron. That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
The science for you.
Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help.
I get why everyone was on edge. I didn't mean to worry them.
We've been through worse than the arrival of one human.
Can I get a few of those fruits for the Tempest?
More than one? You Pathfinders are richer than I thought.
What do you mean?
You really are new to Helios. Look at it this way. This Paripo feeds 1. Or we can break it down into nutrient paste and feed 20. Raw fruit is rare because it's excessive. A luxury. Better to make the most out of it, right?
Is that what you guys eat?
Of course. It gives us the nutrition we need without wasting resources. The food we grow is precious. We have to make the most of it. And once in a while, we treat ourselves.
Huh. Maybe we should look into this stuff.
A responsible choice. Rowan will be happy to give you a sample from the Tavatan. I'll send a few fruits to your ship in the meantime. A gift.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Indulge in a little luxury. Paripo fresh from the vine.
Welcome to the Tavatan. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
How do you stretch your food that far?
It's complicated. Hard to explain without going into lengthy detail. But I'd be happy to send some to your ship, along with my process notes.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
What does Taviton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taviton at the Taviton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. I'd like a drink. That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
They should put Jar on every resistance recruitment person. If I don't sell it, you don't need it. Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Ryder.
Way empty-handed.
Ryder, I analyzed all the food samples you sent. You're good to go. Everything is safe.
You sure?
Liam already ate the Peripo, and he's not dead.
Good enough for me.
I passed my data along to the Nexus. Congratulations, Ryder. We have food.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. I just don't trust our autopilot alone for too long.
What's going on? Sounds good. Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful, even sober.
It's true. By design. Makes people less likely to try to handle me. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder! Shit! You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
You've got to relax. You're starting to stress me out.
I'd like to. I'd need to. Yes. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. This hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
You haven't taken the bait yet, but I'm not afraid of rejection. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
That'll be fun.
Okay then. Say no more.
Oh, you mean now? Here?
You do know what say no more means, right? Huh.
Whoa.
Huh. Oh, we're floating right into the,
Ouch. Who cares?
Ow!
Ow! No strings. Right, Ryder? No strings. I'm picking up something. Probe away. I found something. According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here. I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone. You mean destroyed? I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point. Looks mostly unexplored.
It was charted. Once. Then the scourge happened. What's old is new.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Getting a scan. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct? He seemed to think so. There's nothing out here. The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. It can't do that, right? I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points. Sometimes forget how small we are. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Deploying probe. I found something. Let me guess. No Angaran satellite? No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us. Must be the team our astronomer sent. They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
So this is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Anomaly found. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge. We are pretty close for comfort. Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs. Who did this? Ket? I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge. Can we find the scavengers? I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards, led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us. Orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone. Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Kroller's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since their revolt.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
All I see is the trail of bodies they left behind.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?